When you think of marriage, do you only imagine exchanging rings and then saying the heartfelt words, I do? Well, that's too simplistic. Can you believe it? In some corners of the world, before a couple marries, the bride and the groom are smeared with filth by friends and family and paraded through the streets for public humiliation. In other places, if the bride doesn't cry at the wedding, people consider it unlucky. These customs that sound a bit crazy are regarded as deeply sacred rituals by the locals. Today, let's take a look at 10 wedding traditions from around the world that will upend your expectations. Are you ready to have your eyes opened? Section 1. Customs Overview 1. Scotland's Blackening Ritual. A few days before the wedding, the bride or groom to be in Scotland may be kidnapped by friends, smeared from head to toe with flour, soot, mud, and the like, and then paraded through the streets. It sounds harsh, but the meaning is great. If you can get through this kind of social death together, there's nothing to fear in marriage. 2. The Maasai of Kenya's spit blessing. At Maasai weddings, the father will spit on his daughter's head and chest. This is not a sign of disrespect. In their culture, spit symbolizes blessing and good luck, and it is considered a very precious farewell gift. 3. The Tujia people of China's bride weeping. In the traditions of the Tujia and some other ethnic groups, the more sorrowful and loud the bride's crying at her wedding, the more she is considered blessed. It expresses gratitude to her parents for raising her, as well as joy and reluctance. Although this custom is now less common, the emotions it carries remain moving. 4. Korea's foot beating. After some traditional Korean weddings, friends bind the groom's feet and beat the soles of his feet with dried pollock or wooden sticks while asking him questions. It is said to test the groom's endurance and strength and to remind him of the hardships of marriage. 5. Germany's sawing wood. In Germany, one of the first things many newlyweds do after the ceremony is work together to saw a log with a single saw. This symbolizes that they will jointly face and overcome all the difficulties of life after marriage. 6. India's 7 circles of the sacred fire. In a traditional Hindu wedding, the bride and groom hold hands and walk 7 times around the sacred fire. With each circle, they make a joint vow such as for wealth, health, fidelity, and so on, symbolizing their eternal union. 7. Japan's Sansan Kudo. At a Shinto shrine wedding in Japan, there is a very classic ritual called Sansan Kudo. The couple use 3 differently sized sake cups and take turns drinking. Each person takes 3 sips, for a total of 9 sips. This represents a long-lasting marital bond and symbolizes the joining of the 2 families. 8. The Ndebele of South Africa wedding regalia. The bridal attire of Ndebele women is practically wearable art. They wear brightly colored blankets with geometric patterns and adorn their necks, arms, and the ankles with layers of metal rings to display their identity and the beauty. 9. Botswana's cows. In Botswana, cattle are the ultimate symbol of wealth and the most important bride price at weddings. The more cows the groom's family gives to the bride's family, the more it demonstrates their sincerity and means. 10. Gambia's kola nut. In places like Gambia in West Africa, the kola nut is an essential gift at engagement and wedding ceremonies. Though its taste is somewhat bitter, it symbolizes family recognition, respect, and blessings. After reading about these strange and wonderful customs, don't you find them fascinating?